Okay, guys, welcome to this final event here in Bahrain. It looks like this is the grid. So I think today, the only thing that we have, I mean, because we have the 5 laps as the sprint, so um, and I did look at the settings. The formation lap is not on, so just that you guys please note that the formation lap is not on. So yeah, just be careful with that lag at the beginning if there might be. It looks like Celestial is coming, so we'll just wait for him. When he joins, let's see if he, yeah, when he joins, we will be ready to go. So that's my second account. The other Canadian flag is for my leader cam. Okay, ready up. Welcome everybody to this F2 final event. We are here in Bahrain. Limited drivers today. We have 8 drivers today. We will attempt to follow all of them. And we're on board with Karma. So in our event today, we have Raikin, Cabo, Karma, Kitu, Hachi, Ilsium, Celestial, and Anachron. We will go over the leaderboard. We have Raikkonen in first place currently with 160 points. We have Karma in second with 156, followed by Kitu in third with 107 points, and Cabo in fourth with 98 points. Karma's just finishing his qualifying round on mediums. Going to pull up his some more of the details here. Telemetry, track map. And he crosses the line with a 139. Sorry. Yes, 1390. And we have Anachron in first. Karma in second. And I believe it was Raikkonen. Yes. The natural. Very, 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 very close times here in top three.
Wow, Anachron, that's a really good lap.
All on mediums. As you could see, there will definitely be a battle for first place in the overall Super Formula Division 2 between Raikkonen and Karma. Raikkonen can just hold on to second or wins the race. He definitely wins the Super Formula League Division 2. So they're just in the pits now, just waiting for them. Get back to it. And the start. We are off. A little bit of touching. How are we going to do on this first corner? Slow down, everybody. A little bit of rubbing, touching. A little bit of touch. Ilsium moves down. Raikkonen is in sixth. Somehow Raikkonen ends up with the crappy end of the stick on some of these starts. Oh, we have a bit of glitching going on here. Someone's off. Re-entering the track, Karma. We have Anachron in first, followed by Cabo. Raikkonen in third. He managed to make it up to third after that first corner. He was in sixth. Great job, Raikkonen. I'm just going to pull up the leader cam here in a moment. So we're on board with Karma. And the leader cam will be up in a second here. There we go. So our leader is Anachron. We have him up in the top right-hand corner. We are on board in the main view with Karma. Can aim back on the leader cam. This is definitely not the easiest thing for me to do, to have both of these accounts running at the same time. Oh, and Karma's off. Moves down into 6th place. Kitu is in last place, making a large dives in onto the corner and manages, and Karma spins again. Our leader remains the same. Does not, he's in 5th. I can't keep up. Let's get up to the true leader. This is supposed to be the leader cam. There we go. All right, so we're on board with Kitu. He's in 6th place. Riken is in 1st place, followed by Cabo, Ilsium, Hutchie, and Anacron. Celestial retired from the session. Whether he crashed, he must have crashed in Sector 2. We can see his dead car. Can't see him now. On board with Cabo. Riken is now 3.2 seconds ahead from 2nd place Cabo. Let's get the tires showing up here. As I pull it up, Hutchie gets a penalty. Go. I must need to take this away. Hide UI. There we go. Anacron making a move, and he is in DRS. Is he being able to pass? It looks like he's going to make it, and he does. Clean, safe, and oh, a little wide. Hutchie switches back. This will be a battle. We will have to... Oh! A little bit hot in that corner. Just could not manage the line. Kitu is in 6th place. Karma is looking to pass on this last corner. No, he's not. He's not just not enough. Kitu's an excellent racer. It looks like Karma's going to get the DRS here and make a pass on the straight. These cars do not have ERS. They benefit from DRS only. And you have to apply the brakes just a little early when you're on a straight like that, because the brakes in F2 are definitely a lot more mushy than the bite in an F1 car. Let's get that off of there. Our leader remains the same. He is now 4.2 seconds ahead. Let's move up to Anacron and Hutchie. I figured today would be pretty exciting. Having a small amount of drivers that are fairly skilled brings this pack together quite tightly. And is he going to maintain it this time? Oh, and they rub just ever so slightly. And there does not seem to be any damage. Hutchie trying to fight back. Our leader is extending his lead. He is now 5 seconds ahead from Cabo. Hutchie still hot on the tail of Anacron. We're on lap 5 of 16. This 50% race. It's good to see Raikkonen out front and not being pushed off the track. In several of our events, we've seen just some poor luck. I mean, it's not definitely not because of the driver. The driver is very, very professional. Karma just had to deal with some grip issues, as does Anacron. Hutchie trying to make a pass, and he does not pass him. Just has to slip right back in underneath. He did pass him, I'm sorry. That's Anacron in the blue car. Race leader is still smooth sailing, as you can see. It's Anacron and Hutchie. Hutchie went off, and Anacron takes back 4th position. Hutchie is now entering the pit. He must have received some damage. Not sure if they all have received some damage. We'll see what tires they're coming out on. Hards. They're switching to hards now. So you have those three, Hutchie, Karma, and Kitu, all pitting for some hards. Most likely doing some repairs. Race leader is now 7.5 seconds ahead. We're on board with Anacron, Karma, and Hutchie. These are your 2 drivers that are the closest at this time. Karma today just hasn't been practicing much, and it's going to be that much more difficult with the hards. The torque with the medium traction control is definitely hard to control. And Raikkonen just continues to push that lead, almost 10 seconds. We have Karma pushing into 5th place. Hutchie falls down into 6th. We are now on lap 7. We are close to halfway done this race. I'm not quite sure what happened to Raikkonen. Better check the chat. Just as I looked over, I could see that Raikkonen was ghosting. Bring your leader cam back up. On board with Karma, and Hutchie takes a lunge on T1, and most likely he ran out of brakes and attempted to not hit him as best he could, and he did a good job. He definitely did a good job, if that's a true story. Hutchie still battling to catch up to Karma. Raikkonen is now 6 laps on his mediums, or as I like to say in F2, 6 years, because 1 lap equals a year. We have Raikkonen pitting, now in the pit. Will Cabo pit? He does. Will Anacron pit? And he doesn't. Anacron is now in first place. Raikkonen and Cabo both fit the hards. We now have Anacron as the only one that has not gone to the pit. I need to get that changed. We are on board with Anacron in the leader cam. It's going to be very interesting to see when he comes out of that pit. I'm going to put it to... Oh, Karma just struggling. Hutchie struggling. Both of them struggle at the exact same spot. Struggling to have some sort of grip with those hards. I'm just going to move on up to Raikkonen. I think that Anacron will be pitting. I want to... I would like to... Anacron is not pitting. He's continuing on. So I was just preparing to see if we could see what that was going to look like when Raikkonen comes up to him on the pit. But yeah, right, Anacron stays out. 8 laps on his mediums. Raikkonen passes the start-finish line. 24 seconds behind Anacron. I'm wondering if Anacron has a bit of a strategy here to undercut. We shall see. Closest other racers, we have Karma and Ilfium. Ilfium's 1.2 seconds behind Karma. So we're reviewing Raikkonen right now. We have your race leader in the top right corner in the leader cam. Our leader is still on mediums, has yet to pit, and he's definitely gaining some time on Raikkonen. You can see it's now 23 seconds. So the choice to keep the mediums on was a very, very good decision. Not sure if it's going to eat into that 10-second lead that Raikkonen has. Now, Anacron is now entering into the pit, and we shall see how this pans out. Raikkonen coming across the start finish. Anacron releases from the pit. And we have a new leader. Raikkonen is now 4 seconds ahead. So Anacron falls into third. I'm gonna change your view here. Raikkonen is now your leader. Here we are on board with Anacron. He managed to, it looks like, scrape a couple seconds off. He is 8 seconds off from the leader. So he did scrape a few seconds off. We'll see if he can continue to do so. Cabo definitely, has gain 4 seconds, or approximately, on the leader. It looks like Cabo just made a mistake, and Anacron is hot on the tail of Cabo. Kitu making a move on Hachi. Does he have enough? Hachi going a little wide. Kitu tucking in. Hear him changing that gear. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a switchback. And Kitu goes a little wide, little off. Does not make it, but he will end up with the DRS and will complete the pass. Now, braking will be an issue here because of all the speed. Let's see. Oh, he slows down perfectly. Excellent braking. Check out how our leader is doing. Leader is now 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds ahead of Cabo. We're on board with Kitu. Hachi in hot pursuit. 6th position. Anacron getting very close to Cabo. Just to update everybody. Oh, Anacron had a lot more speed coming out of that corner. Coming into the last corner. Let's see if Cabo maintains enough speed. Cabo will end up with DRS. Let's move on down to Cabo. Cabo uses the DRS. Let's see if he can brake. And he does as well. Very well done. Very nice. Nice little switcheroo. Hachi hot on the tail of Kitu. Anacron still very close. Let's see if Hachi has enough DRS and will he have the brakes. And he goes a little wide and Kitu, oh, nice drive, excellent drive, clean, fair racing right there, guys. Anacron still hot on the tail of Cabo. Oh, and Hachi loses traction. That was very eventful racing. Very clean. Unfortunately, spins. He did the Maz spin. We have Karma hot to trot, following Anacron. I think Karma, seeing as that he is in 4th, I think he's figuring out that traction. No, yeah, that was a little bit of a jinx. Just a little bit. How? Yeah, I could have shut up, but yeah, that was right as I was about to compliment him on his abilities. Raikkonen is back to his 10-second lead that he had prior to going into the pit. We are on lap 13, 16. This is definitely going Raikkonen's way today. Second place, Cabo. Looks like he just needs to be consistent. He will be rewarded with second place. And Anacron, still, there's 3 laps. If he can maintain consistency, those will be your podium. That will be your podium today. Race leader going on to lap 14. You're on board with your race leader, Raikkonen. 11 seconds ahead now from the group. Second place. He will cruise on to victory today is my prediction. And there are 0 battles, as you can see. Everybody's at least 5 seconds apart. 6 seconds apart, at least. If everyone stays and maintains consistency, this will be your final result. Raikkonen first, Cabo in second, Anacron in third, Karma in fourth, Ilsium in fifth, K2 in sixth, and Hachi in seventh. K2 is a force to be reckoned with in F1. F2, he seems to have struggled a little. I do know he uses, I'm pretty sure he's a no assist type of person, so that may be why. The difficulty level with no assists on the F2 cars is extremely high. Raikkonen into T1. Drop down to Ilsium. Back to our leader, Cam. We'll see how I switched it off there. We'll see how our 5-lap sprint goes. If it ends in this way, you'll have Hachi on pole, followed by K2, Ilsium, Karma, Anacron, Cabo, and Raikkonen in the rear. We'll reverse the top 8, which we only have 7 that are left over. We started with 8. Celestial ended the season in fashion. Doing the ballet right off the track. And we are on our final lap. This is Cabo's final lap. Race leader is on his final lap. 13 seconds ahead. Well done. I have yet to figure out the tire selection in F2, I believe. I'm starting to believe that it's based on the track and based on the laps. I'm must be there is some sort of calculation or recipe. I believe that it has to do with the track, and there's already a predetermined set of tires that are allowed. Really like to know if you could let me know in the comments how the rules are written for the tires. And we have Raikkonen coming across for the victory. Well done, Raikkonen. 15-second advantage ahead of everybody else. And we have Cabo coming across in second place. Anacron is in third. That's your podium, Raikkonen, Cabo, and Anacron. Karma coming across the line. You'll see him making his last round of the last corner. Coming across the line in fifth. Key 2 will come across the line in sixth. And Hutchie had some issues. Let's see his penalties. 9 seconds. I failed to check the rest of the penalties, but it has pretty much finished in the order we thought. Raikkonen, Cabo, Anacron, Karma, Ilsium, Kitu, and Hutchie. Next up, 5-lap sprint. The 5-lap sprint is always eventful, and it puts the fastest racers right at the rears. It's amazing. It causes such a challenging rate. T1 definitely, kind of spells it out for some of these people, especially when you have the slower racer on pole position. They tend to enter T1 a little more cautiously. And let's listen in on to the racers here, see if they have anything to say. And there it is. Raikkonen with the fastest lap, 146.82, followed by Cabo, 142.634. Anacron, a 140.84. Very close to fastest lap. Moving on into the sprint. Let's get that leader cam up. And ready. Very difficult to keep the leader cam on the leader in the beginning, so it may not. Celestial on pole. Hutchie makes it through into first. Ilsium into second. Karma. That Celestial that's going off. Kitu went off. We have Hutchie in first. Ilsium in second. have Karma touching wheels and spinning off. Oh, Hutchie, our race leader. Does he keep first? He does not. He does not. Let's see how this goes. Oh, 3 cars in a bunch. Ilsium is now in first. Cabo in second. Hutchie falls into third. There's your race leader, Ilsium. Cabo hot on the rear. Decides to not make that pass. Hutchie in third place. Oh, looks like Hutchie losing a piece of wing. Cabo, just not enough. Oh, we've got a race here today. Very tight. Oh, and he goes for the inside dive. And does he make it? Does not. Ilsium fights it off. Be careful with your brakes on this corner. Touch the oh, Cabo's spins. Hutchie into second, Karma into third, Anacron in fourth, Riken into fifth. We're on board with Karma. Anacron and Riken coming up. This is a very tight race. I believe that. Are we into DRS? He's cutting in on the inside, he does. And successfully makes the pass. The rest will engage in DRS. Text the outside. Hutchie tries to go switchback maneuver. Race leader is still hot. He's on fire. Ilsium doing a wonderful job. Does not have any penalties. I'm going to pull those up here just now as I can. Detail, penalties. There we go. Penalties are now up. Now we can see the effect that that will have on our final podium. We have Karma with 2 seconds. Look at that train. Beautiful. Ilsium still able to keep that gap just above 300s. It looked like we were having a pass attempt. I thought Hutchie was going to go for it. And DRS. Again, he does make that pass. Ilsium will follow in behind. We will feed our race leader. Karma is now in first place. He has a 2-second penalty. Just keep that in mind. Ilsium can just continue on. has to keep Anacron at bay. That is a tall order. Oh, Ilsium loses traction and actually retires. His car the wheel must have fallen off. On board with Raikkonen, he is now in third. We now have a second, at least a second, separating. Karma in first place, followed by Anacron. Raikkonen in third. You have Hachi in P4. Cabo, P5. Kitu, P6. Celestial, P7. And unfortunately, Ilsium lost that grip. I thought for sure he was going to at least get second place today in the sprint. Raikkonen engage in the DRS. Is it enough? Is it enough? We are on our last lap. Anacron is hot on his tail. Karma seems to be holding to that 600th of a second. Up to Anacron for the final lap. It looked like Anacron may have the DRS. Just enough. Coming across. Last turn. Will he have enough? Engages the DRS, and he does not have enough. He falls into second. Raikkonen into third. Raikkonen into second because of the penalties. Anacron in first. I did not pay attention to those penalties. So we have Anacron, your race winner for the sprint, followed by Raikkonen in second, Karma in third, Hachi in fourth, Cabo in fifth, Kitu in sixth, and Celestial in seventh. There you have it, guys. And we will see the weekend results. Raikkonen is your driver of the day, definitely. Here's your podium 1, 2, 3. Your race results for the weekend. Anacron in first place, followed by Raikkonen, Karma, Hachi, Cabo, Kitu, Celestial, and Ilsium. If we look at our feature race, you had Anacron in third. I did not think that it would pan out that way. Well done, guys. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Feel the next one.
Congrats, Anacron and Raikkonen. And Karma.
And who became the champion?
The penalties played a big role today for for karma, that is.
As usual.
But the season is over, right? So, Karma, you
I think
won, right?
Raikkonen,
Or not?
it's either Raikkonen or Anacron who won it then, because I think I would say it's Raikkonen because you had a little bit of a lead already, and you won the.
Okay.
Wait, who won the actual race? The full race?
So Anacron's in first for the weekend.
Oh,
So I'm not sure how those points add up,
interesting.
but we will see.
Yeah. 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 Good night.
Good night, guys.
All right, see you guys. Thanks, Scanline. Good racing.
Yeah. Good racing.